actually think about it until after, when I had calmed down and I was joking around about the different things about me being shoved in a shower and all this crap, right? I didn't think about it until after, but I was like, everything on my computer, I was like, I don't actually want to take it into a shop to get them to put it back on my computer because, I probably have a lot of porn on my computer in all honesty, but like weird porn, like that's not good. Like, my adventures through like 4chan with my friend H is I'll be like, this is funny, and then I'll save it, or I probably have some fucking memes on there because my friend H has just destroyed me. You know, like that kind of ironic fucking joke about your feelings of fucking crushing, crippling depression, kind of, you know? So I have a lot of weird shit on my computer, in all honesty. My mom says, like, she was like, oh, you have crap on your computer, but she doesn't know, so it's kind of like, you don't know, so you're just being a bitch to me. Because she was literally, actually, you don't. I was like, wow, fuck you. But anyways, so I also have Haruka Shitsuji on my computer. And if anyone watching this knows what that is, it'll make you cry. But I love it so much. But not like I love it, but I love it. But I don't love it. I like it. It's great. It's so bad. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it makes my skin crawl, and it's cringy, and it's bad, and I hate it, and it's an extreme, and I hate it, but I love hating it, and I love it, and it's like a lot of it kind of, I love pure-heartedly in the sense that it's like a fucking master butler game, and some of it is gold, and other of it is just gold in a different way, and it's so bad, but it's just, and you're like, why? And it's like really extreme and really out there, and it's just, don't. Yeah, anyway, so I was like, oh shit, that's on my computer too. But I didn't think about that till after the fact. Anyway, so basically the heaving and I know, here's the thing. Okay, so literally when I tried to tell my mom about it, my brother was like, actually, haha, so literally nothing fucking good got or fucking, literally, I don't even know, he's basically like, so was any of it actually important? And I was like, fuck you, all of it was, because it was important to me, but it wasn't really important, like I could have handled, I would have just been like, oh, like, I'm pretty easy at the whole wipe the slate clean of the situation, but the feelings behind it, not so much, so, like, I would have been like, oh no, all my videos and photos are deleted, whatever. And I'm usually kind of like a no regrets kind of person too, which is weird. Like, I mean, I had a Facebook, and I had like tons of videos, tons of pictures and whatever on it, right? And then it got banned because I actually had a picture of me just fucking chilling out in my boxers, and everyone were like, titties, and I was like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, there's literally nothing there. I look like a fat 12-year-old boy. I've been over this so many other different times that it's not funny, whatever else. But it's basically like, yeah, so my Facebook actually got banned, and they were like, hey, by the way, you can't get your Facebook back unless you give us your photo ID, and I was like, yeah, because my ID says Alex, but whatever. It was, yeah, it was just really fucking annoying, so I just deleted it. Like, I was like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. And, I mean, it had, like, 4 years of my life on it, at least 4 years of my life on it, and I was like, whatever. So, again, it's like not actually that big of a deal, so no one seems to realize and or get that it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was like the feelings and the everything behind it kind of was, because, okay, honestly, my friend H put on Haruka Shitsuji on my computer for me, and, like, they're a really, really sensitive person also. They have their own issues, right? And I can't, and I think that, like, I don't think it had to do with the milk candy incident, but maybe it did, and maybe that's why they don't want to talk to me anymore, because I feel like I did not handle that very well, but whatever. I mean, not whatever, that's really, really rude. I meant, like, whatever in the other sense of whatever, I didn't know. Anyway, so, yeah, that's also why, because then I felt really sad about that, because I was like, my friend, H is kind of being really distant. Like, when I kind of try my best to talk to them, they don't really reply to me, but I get that that's just what they do, so I kind of have to wait until they reply to me. It's kind of a weird friendship, but I just kind of accept it as it is, and I don't really, like, sometimes I'll try my best, or sometimes I'll send my friend H funny things or whatever, and that's kind of like the end of it. Like, they'll see it, but sometimes they just won't interact back with me, but I'm like, are we friends? Are we not friends? I don't know, we're just meme friends. I don't even know. That was bad. But anyways, right, so it was kind of like the feelings behind this whole situation was just crushing me, and I've literally never fucking cried or bawled that hard except for the one time. Like, I've never been in that state of despair except for the time that like, I mean, obviously this time I wasn't gonna like go fucking off myself, but the one time, like, I kind of was just getting really like hyped up, really fucking just like riled up, real pissed off that my mom was kind of denying the idea that I don't like being a girl, right? And so I was just kind of getting like really annoyed with that. Like, you know what? You don't need to see me as a boy because it's just like the me or the way I am, or no one else really, like, I've come to a conclusion that it's like no one else has to see it, but if I see it or whatever, as long as they just accept me, like, they can still say she or whatever, but just go with it, you know, just go with the flow. If I'm gonna wear boy clothes, don't fucking try and fucking make up some bullshit excuse for yourself that I'm not allowed to wear boy clothes, because that's fucking stupid. You could be like, oh, whatever, she's wearing boy clothes. Oh, whatever, she wants to cover up her fucking tits and wear a binder. Whatever, her problem. Right, but my mom's like, oh my god, you can't wear a binder because of the psychological problems that connect it. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, if anything, it fixes a lot of psychological problems, but whatever. Anyway, so I was getting really riled up, and I kind of tucked my head over to my brother's room and was like, hey, so, quick question. Would you disown me if I said that I wanted to be a boy? And he was literally like, hey, you're wrong. Actually, no, it was more of a stern voice, but I just don't even want to bother, so I'm just, like, done. But he was just like, you're wrong, and you have no view on the world, and your views are fueled by Tumblr, and you're young, and you're wrong, and you don't know life, and you're wrong, and you're fucking stupid, and you're wrong, and I fuck up and I do a lot of stupid shit, but not as stupid as you because you're fucking wrong. I don't even know what he said to me anymore, but it was basically like that. That was basically it. And he was like, you need to get your life together and you need to fucking get out of your fantasy world. You need to stop watching anime and you need to fucking stop this idea of conventions and you're wrong. And I was like, great, everything I love is ruined. Because I kind of had said at one point, I kind of wanted to, like, I've always wanted to go to a convention or, like, anime or things like that ever since I, like, really young, like, grade 7, actually before that, because they used to have, like, Bionicle and Bionics or whatever, some shit like that, and they would, like, have Inuyasha and all that crap, which pisses me off, because Gordon still, he was literally like, I watch anime too, but I'm not in a fantasy world like you, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, like, get over your fucking self. Literally clone your fucking self. Yeah, use Naruto Jutsu and clone yourself. Kidding. Like, fucking, but seriously though, get a fucking job, pay a fucking scientist, if you wanna fucking, yeah, I'll be a douchebag like you, fucking get a job, pay a fucking scientist, get them to clone you, fucking take your clone, and fucking play Leapfrog, and get over yourself. Because fuck you. Like, honestly, I'm not in any kind of fantasy world. I'm literally in the reality that I see before me, or I try my best to be in it. I try my best to make sure I'm not delusional. Like, I mean, that's why I really hate watching movies. Like, the movie The Voices, watch it, it's great. Because it makes me really trip out on what life is, and I'm like, what if I'm like him, and what if I'm seeing life in a delusional state, and I wouldn't know, because I wouldn't know. It comes back around to the idea of, like, everyone sees color differently, you wouldn't know, and that freaks me out in itself, because, but then I'm like, well, if that was true, why would I put myself through so much life shit like this? You know, if I was really crazy, I feel like it would be a lot funner, so I try my best to just kind of come back to an idea to be like, no, you're not delusional, no, you're fine, right, or something like that, but anyway, so my brother's a douchebag, and so he was like, you're wrong, you're whatever, and I just was like hyperventilating and dying, and everything in my body just like, and it was like I had no oxygen, and I couldn't breathe, but I was breathing, and it was just literally everything in my body shook, and I couldn't, and I was heaving so hard that I was gonna throw up blood, and my whole brain shook, and I was just on my knees, and that was the first real time that I ever just fell to the ground and I was like heaving and I couldn't move and I mean, I hate my floor. I hate my floor. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's grubby and furry and hairy from the animals. It's dirty. It's just gross. And I hate my floor. And I fell to my knees and I fell to the floor and I put my head to the ground and I just fucking, like, that was it. Like, I didn't function for like, the whole night. Like, that was it. That's all I remember is just, like, this solid just shaking. And that is the equivalent of the feeling that I got from this computer. I don't even know. I was just like, I've never felt this shitty since the time that I was like literally ready to just fucking kill myself, which I mean I do a lot, but this time it was like legit bad because I joke around about it a lot, but this time was actually like really bad because I was like, wow, I do not exist. My existence is just fucked and I'm wasting everyone's time and space and I'm irrelevant and there's nothing good about me and yeah. So that's kind of what this computer brought back and it was bad. It was, like, really, really bad. So yeah, that was just kind of, like, this situation, as to why this multitude of videos started, and as to why everyone's treating me like shit, and just, like, really bad, vibes, really bad whatever. And I mean, maybe I'm being bratty, maybe I'm not, but, I mean, again, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm allowed to just fucking be. You know, like, I know that I should be able to climb out of it and get myself somewhere, but it's like I'm still right in the middle of it. I'm trying to figure my life out, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that, and the world is changing around me, so it's really hard to just fucking grab one little fucking strand and just fucking go with it if it's continuously morphing into multiple different things and you can't get a solid grip on the way out, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, fucking, sometimes you're gripping a solid rope, and then other times you're pulling yourself up, and you're pulling yourself up this, like, deep hole, or whatever it is, this just vast emptiness, right, and you're pulling yourself up, and it's a solid rope, like, you have both your hands on it, and you have a grip, and it's good, and then out of nowhere, it just, like, and morphs into, like, a super strong spider web, and you're just, like, trying to grasp at it, and you can't, because it's literally slipping through the creases of your hand, and you're just, like, panicking and freaking out, but, like, sometimes you're able to squeeze your hands tight enough around it that you're able to hold yourself in place, but, you know, and then other times, maybe your lifeline, like, morphs into, like, a fucking jungle gym rope, right, with, like, some knots in it, and you're able to really climb yourself up there, but then, once you get up there, it morphs back down into something slippery, and you drop. You know, and, like, it's just, there's so many different factors that change your lifeline into anything, you know, and it's shitty, and it sucks, and you're just continuously falling down this, like, vast emptiness, and, you know, some people are pretty lucky where, you know, their last few, like, steps or whatever, they're fucking so close to the top that they're able to fucking fight hands and teeth and nails, and they just grab onto anything and everything, and they just shove themselves up onto the top, and they're already, like, bruised and broken and bleeding nails and missing teeth, but they're up there, and they've, you know, kind of like that's how I feel it's like, or something along those lines. I really, hopefully, no, I think I'm gonna make one more just because, I don't know, I don't really feel the need to make one more actually at this point, but, it's just kind of like a wrap up of everything, I guess, is more or less, because I've gone so off topic and every which way, and I need to apologize, and I'm getting really quiet, and it's only, like, not even 10 o'clock, and I'm just, like, internally screaming, and I feel like such a piece of shit to everyone around me, and it doesn't help, because my brother literally was like, yeah, you're a piece of shit, and everything is wasted on you, and that's actually when I just started to fucking, like, hyperventilate in my shirt, and just, like, start wheezing and crying, and I just, like, started drooling, and, like, almost throwing up blood. It was fun. But, yeah, so I'm gonna make another video.